Howdy, lieutenants and economists.
The most volatile, evil, disgusting things on the planet, humans. If you have a video request, you can always go to assholeconsulting.com.
Yeah, I am gonna charge you, kids. And that is the importance of not fucking up.
You are such an asshole!
How you kids doing? The old captain here. This one really pisses me off. Not the client or anything like that. Quite the opposite. Because the world is filled with enough evil. People are going to try and take advantage of you and screw you over. But when your parents do it, for their own selfish purposes, it really pisses me off. You know, we've had several clients where the mom has threatened to disown the son. Typically sons, don't know why it's not the daughters. Where they know you can't join the military because I won't get as much Section 8 housing, or if you leave, I won't get as much WIC or something like that. And it's child abuse. It's child abuse, and maybe this is not even malicious, but this is very prominent, not just in lower socioeconomic classes, but the immigrant community as well. Some of which is cultural. I don't know if you knew this, once you cross the line in the United States, you're not in your second world shithole country anymore, and you're here in the United States. And that it angers me, also as an American, when people come here, legal or not, and they're, oh, America's great, we couldn't wait to get out of our shithole country, and you still act like you're in your shithole country, and you don't realize how that's like trying to escape yourself. You've brought everything you were trying to escape with you because it's inherent in you. Until you change your behavior and act like a classical, traditional American, not these pussies we got running across the country now, your situation is not going to change. I got coffee brewing, so it may percolate later. Hello, Mr. Clary. My name is Jerry. I'm 23 years old and I need assistance if I'm making the right decision, if I'm being selfish. I'm 5 foot 1 inches tall, overweight by 20 pounds, currently weighing 166. Well, I'll lose that. Currently live in San Antonio, Tejas with my parents. I'm a student at a university as accounting, which I'll be finishing up in summer of 2020. I'm having a hard time to decide if I want to, one, join the workforce after I graduate with my bachelor's degree as an entry-level accountant and work up the corporate ladder, or two, join the United States Air Force as a listed airman. For 46 years, I have financial management and comptroller. My question is, why don't you join as an officer? If you have your degree in accounting, you can enlist as an officer. Either case, perfectly fine either way. I want to join the Air Force, not just serving my country, but to earn respect from others, especially from friends and family. No, join the military for your own benefit and fuck respect. Okay, this is outside the purview of the normal request that you have, but don't join it to impress other people. You'll impress people with never having to live at home, asking for money, and just being more successful than they are. Maybe not, just happier than they are. Never do anything to impress people. Never. Do it to advance yourself. They always see me as the little person. I, too, am a chaparrito. Half of that asshole. Except for my older sister, she is also planning to join the Air Force. Is it too selfish, or should I just join the workforce after I graduate? I haven't told my family about my plans, as well for my friends, which I haven't seen them in high school. We still talk online. Well, you won't see those guys after a while. I mean, they'll go all the way. As I finish this, I feel like a low flame growing inside me. I don't know if this means anything to you, Mr. Clary. I don't mind if you make this a video. I thank you for your time reading this email. Sincerely, Jerry. Well, thank you, Jerry. I said, well, because he didn't tell me. I said, well, why is that selfish, whether you become an accountant or join the Air Force? I don't see who that's being selfish to. He says, I forgot to mention, that both of my parents, which they're from Mexico, think that going to school is a waste of time. If you guys are pissed off, just wait till you hear. Okay, you're nowhere near as pissed as me. When I was in high school, my parents made me work with them in all their jobs. Not bad so far. My mom works in a Mexican restaurant as a tortilla maker. My dad works for a small tile company as a grout master. They believe that for me, going to school is selfish because I'm not providing money for the family. This is child abuse. Your parents don't love you. Maybe they do, but it's certainly secondary or tertiary to you as a battery for them. They are there to live off you. It is painfully obvious that they value how much money you can make for them. They value you as a battery to support the family rather than you as yourself. A truly loving parent would say, son, I am so proud that you got a degree in accounting. I'm so proud that you're contemplating going into the military. You say, that's my son over there, Airman Jones. And he has a degree in, our officer Jones, he got his degree in accounting, and now he's Lieutenant Jones. That's my son, 22. He did it all on his own. Yeah, look at him go. No, they don't. And this is, let me explain to you why Western civilization in general does the best in the world. We don't look at our children as batteries, or at least we didn't. Social Security, we certainly do. But in tradition, it's like, no, go, do, American individualism, go, and that's what you are doing. You go and you do. Your parents have taken over this holdover that you are to be the slave to the family and support them. No, and here's the man, I'm going to explain why. You didn't control whether you were born or not. Your mom spread her legs and your dad came inside her. That's all they did. That's all they did. And I love it how parents say, she carried you around her belly for 9 months. Like you had a choice. Like you said, hey, there's a belly. I'm just going to sit here and grow big. And I'm going to ruin her vagina on the way out. And then they say, we raised and fed you. I didn't have a choice. Here you are, this little infant. Like you had a choice to just go out and go get a job over at General Motors. The ego and the selfishness and the laziness, the entitlement that parents think that just because they had sex and were too stupid to put on a condom and spat forth a child, they think, oh, oh God, you owe us, little child. And that's the attitude that they're taking. They're wrong. You didn't decide whether you were born, and if your parents parents in general have children, they owe it to the child to feed and raise it. Now, I like how they taught you to work. That's important. That's one thing, and Americans could learn from, is a Mexican work ethic. But here's the second major problem with this. No offense to your mom, but a tortilla maker? And your dad, a grout master. Okay, nice trade. Aim a little higher. And for them to say, no, you have to stay here as an accountant and bring money home to the family? No. Your mom and your dad should be just fine being basically dinks now, double income, no kids, without you and your sister there. They should be able to easily finance themselves as a grout master or a tortilla maker. May not be rich, but they should be able to survive. And if they're not, then I'm wondering what they're spending their money on, that they need your income or they feel entitled to it. This is one, and this transcends, this goes beyond immigrant families or that. This happens to everyone I'm seeing now, especially you Gen Zers and millennials, younger millennials. You all live at home, and then your parents start demanding stuff from you. Some of which is reasonable, but some of it is irrational, not reasonable. Like, I'm going to tell you what to major in. No, you're not going to do this. No, you got. So until you guys cut the umbilical cord and start living at home, it sounds like you have the capacity to do it. Your parents can tell you what to do because you live at home. You'll be homeless otherwise. As well, they despise anyone who was in the military and the government for unknown reasons, probably because they were illegal aliens. Probably because I want to get to the United States. I hate Mexico. And then they get here, but I don't want to go back. Oh, I hate America. America sucks. And military sucks. Fuck patriotism. I don't want to go back to Mexico. I don't know why they would hate them. Based on those reasons, I don't want to disappoint my parents. But I think you should be all about disappointing your parents. I do not like your parents. Your parents are not in your best interest. It pisses me. And I know you being a kid, you don't see it because of love and genetics and all that. It's really hard but to see it when your parents... But this is why I hate it so much. Is when parents take advantage of their children. Their children are young. You're naive. No offense to you. You're just young. You don't know any better. And they're going to guilt trip you into ruining your life. But I don't want to be enslaved by them either. No, you don't. I just want to better myself. Good. My older sister and I are doing something with our lives from our large family. I feel by choosing either decision, the whole family would just forget me. Yeah, okay. I can pronounce your name. Jerry isn't his real name. All right, look. You know my position about the military. I think every man should join it. I wish I did. Camaraderie, blah, blah, blah. Kind of wish you joined it earlier and went into the ROTC program because then you could have had college paid for. But you're coming up on your degree being paid off. Minor tweaks and adjustments, things you might want to consider. Talk to the recruiter about this. One, going in as an officer. You have your degree in accounting. I think that is a meritorious enough degree you might enter in as a second lieutenant. More pay, consider it. Okay. Second thing. with your degree in accounting. If you want to work accounting, nothing wrong with that. Why don't you join the military part-time, either in the Reserves or National Guard? Something to consider. However, I'm all for you going into the Air Force, working as the comptroller of that position as an enlisted, going into the Air Force full-time. I think that's a brilliant idea. If you want to do it, you should do it. There is prestige that comes with that. I think more, I would say camaraderie is more important. I don't think with just a bachelor's degree you're going to get that much of a job offer in accounting. You might be a staff accountant. Remember, watch my video, Don't Try Until You're 35. While you're in the Air Force, I'm sure there are some programs they have where you could get your master's degree or enough master's credits that you could then sit for your CPA, because your time's not going to be completely occupied by the military unless you go to war. You will get some work experience, and then you get health benefits and all these other benefits. Now, you will not get a pension. They've done away with that, so that's gone. But there are other benefits, like you get to go to the VA. Your health, maybe not the greatest health care, but at least it's there. The camaraderie, the prestige of joining the military, being a member of the armed forces. And here's the other thing, kid. You want to do it, and it's your life. And not to besmirch your parents' career, but do you want to be a tortilla maker? Do you want to be a grout master? Or do you want to be Lieutenant Jones? And then CPA lieutenant, and then you did your stint. I don't like the military. I did my 4 to 6 years. I bet that's nice. Retired as a captain, a real one. And then you're a CPA. And yeah, man, go join the Air Force. If you want to do that, you join the Air Force. You're not missing out on your career. Don't think, oh my God, you're working in the Air Force probably, but while you're there, make hay while the sun shines, okay? Get some master's classes. I don't know what the sitting requirements in Tejas is to sit for the CPA, but take as many classes as you need to sit for the CPA. Get your CPA. And you are going to be making way more money and sitting way more. Look, the savings alone in free lodging you're going to get with the military, you'll save you up way more money. And your parents are going to want that money, but they can work for it. Your mom can make you tortillas. Oh, wait, this is empty. I gotta go get the coffee over there. But to me, this is a no-brainer. To you, deep down inside, it's a no-brainer if you follow your heart. The hard part is just telling your parents to fuck off. Too bad. And I wouldn't feel a pang of guilt because I see this more than I want to, where the parents think they had, like, you're a little slave. They had you so that they didn't have to work as much. Too bad for them. You're in the United States now. You get to work until you're dead, just like all the other baby boomers who didn't save for retirement. So I'm sorry that they're putting you through this, kid, and you don't have to be a dick about it. You just join the military. Hey, bye, joining the military. See ya. What I'm trying to do is get you to realize that you don't owe your parents anything. I mean, you owe them respect. You owe them courtesy. I would say maybe you owe them love, but you don't owe them your life. And I'll tell you this, if you were to go and support them, usually you're not going to develop to your full potential. And over the long haul, you're going to make a lot less. And while your parents are still working, they don't need your money now. They're going to need it when they didn't save up for a 401k or IRA because they don't have a social security number. And then and they can't work. Then they're going to really wish that they let you go off, become the, Captain so-and-so who retired from the military, has a CPA now, makes 6 figures at a reputable CPA firm or runs his own reputable CPA firm. Then that's when they're going to really need you. Now, this just stinks to high heaven of sloth and laziness and entitlement. Right? I will leave it up to you whether you want to help your parents. I have a policy of never helping your parents. I will leave that up to you. But I'll tell you this. You being allowed to go and develop yourself to your full potential I almost can guarantee, I can't guarantee anything, but I can almost guarantee you're going to make a lot more money and be of a lot more help to your parents over the lifetime expectancy of them and yourselves than you will if you're their little corporate bitch and you have to work at this place and mom says you can't do this, father says, when are you coming home? Oh, shit. You will not grow and advance and achieve the best you can as a man. Being under the thumb of your parents. All right, that's it. You guys have questions? Cappy's got answers over at assholeconsulting.com. We'll see you all later. Toodles.